we have a guest in the studio. Rowan is joining us from the Petras.
Hey guys.
Hello. I mean, we've been very excited about this. We've been hearing about your first single that's been, I don't know, I saw it, I think, in August last year, and I was just like, whoa, can't wait for this to be released. And we finally have it. So congratulations, debut single out. Tell us about it. It's called Sapphire, right?
Yeah, so it's our very first single. We released it this Friday. We actually played a release party at the Blue Martini on Friday, too, which was awesome. Had a great turnout. And yeah, we're just so excited for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, the Blue Martini has lots of those fun release parties going on recently. Like
We Saw the Wilderness.
Oh, yes, We Saw the Wilderness. And is Tiny Horse there as well? I mean, there's so much going on.
Yes, coming up in July or June.
But the Petras are, if you missed that release party show, they're also going to be at the Juvenis Festival, which is coming up soon. Tell us about how that all came together. Like, how did you find out you were a part of that?
Yeah, so we just applied to be part of this Battle of the Bands, and we got an exciting email saying, yeah, we're in. So this weekend at the Broom Factory, we're going to be battling it out with, so there's 4 post-secondary bands and then 4 secondary bands. So we'll see who claims the title.
How do you get battle ready? I mean, it's a different vibe when you're going up there and be like, okay, I love my local scene, but I'm going to crush you.
Yeah, it is hard because a lot of the people we're playing against are like friends we have, but
not that night they're not.
Yeah, when it comes down to the competition, we'll do our best. We're gonna be practicing tonight, just getting so ready.
I feel like we were watching you, like when the Instagram account for the Petras was created. We kind of exploded a little bit in here that day. We're like, what is this? What's going on? And also, like, we know Brielle. She's been on our show several times, and she's got another band. But we were immediately intrigued, like, what's happening? But you guys took your time, right? Like, to sort of curate what this was going to be like and for what we could see and hear from you. But that was a long run, I feel. How was it for you guys on your end?
Yeah, it was really good. Like, once we found all the members, which was a challenge in itself, like all girl members, we started writing songs like right off the bat, and Sapphire was the first one we wrote.
And I feel like the sound of like if people have seen you live, they'll get that, oh, this is a Petras song, Sapphire, because it's like this kind of throwback rock and roll thing, but it's still very like modern and in the now. And like we see a little bit of that in your look as well, which I feel like is kind of important to you guys because you curate it to like a very specific era kind of music and like a specific period. So tell me about that.
For sure. Yeah, we're about like bringing the classic rock into modern. So basically we say we're inspired by the Runaways and the Beaches. So like when I'm writing a Petras song, I just figure out like, does it have that like bouncy, upbeat feel? If it feels like that, then I know it's going to be a Petras song.
So it's also songs that'll really get a crowd going, which is great for Saturday.
Yeah, stuff that makes you dance.
So how do we so what can people expect if they come out to this Saturday show, which they should be going to?
Yeah, so we'll be playing 4 to 5 of our best originals, and I think it's going to be a party. We're going to just give it our all.
And is it all originals you're playing in the set?
Yeah, for sure.
Exciting. Are all the bands doing that, or?
I think it'll be mostly originals, but like some of the younger bands, I'm not sure. They might add in some covers.
So are you up against the high school bands as well, or do they have their own category?
So yeah, there's 2 categories.
Okay. Okay, I love that. I think that's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 or 5 originals, which also means that we're probably looking at releases coming up over the year.
Yes, you are. So we are going to be releasing our next single in about 5 weeks now.
Okay,
Right.
We're counting down.
And I was asking you off air, now you got to tell us, like, there are other live shows past Battle of the Bands coming up this season. I mean, I feel like this is rock season. We're coming into summer. Mm-hmm. Where else are you guys going to be playing that you know of?
So we'll be playing the Horseshoe on May 18th. We'll also be playing the Brockville Women's Arts Festival, and later on in the summer, we're also playing the Bovine.
Okay, all very iconic venues, and those are going to be great places for rock and roll. But how about CFRC be a good place for rock and roll right now? Because we're going to go out with your debut single, Sapphire. Everyone can find the Petras on Saturday at Juvenis, and then other shows coming up. You know, we'll probably have like other release shows and things like that. But Rowan, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you for having me.